Hey friends, Billy from LM Cases here, and today we're going to take a look at a very cool modular wardrobe case that we just finished up. So this case was designed for a dance company. This case is used as a merchandising case at trade shows. Now the client came to us and were asking us about something that could be a very long-term solution for selling clothes at dance competitions. And they wanted something that was large to accommodate a great majority of costumes. So this case is one of three. And then they wanted it to last a long time. And they wanted it to be just a little bit more useful than just hanging bars. So what we came up with was this case. So this is a 48 by 48 case. It's got two main sections. These are hinged in the middle, and they latch as one 48 by 48 piece. And what this does is it allows the user to either have hanging clothes, which is shown on the right-hand portion of the screen, or divide it up into modular sections, which is shown on the left-hand portion here. So these are two of the modular inserts that we built for them. So the one on the right-hand side is 8 cubbies. And these are all built out of 3/8 inch clear Lexan so that the LED lights will shine through and show product. And then the one on the left here is another hanging section. And this hanging section also has adjustable bars. The idea with this particular case was flexibility for the customer. So anything that we did, we tried to make it so that the customer could configure the case however they want. So going back to what I said earlier, so the case you can order these modular inserts a la carte, or just have the case as an open section. Now there aren't any tools required to move these in or out. They simply friction fit in. There is an alternating set of cleats that go on the bottom of the case to keep them oriented, and then also a central divider for that. And then there's also this top divider. So while we're looking at that, each one of these clothes bars is fully adjustable. So you can set it to fit whatever size clothes that you want. So if you're doing kids' clothes, small kids, you obviously don't need as much space as an adult costume, so you can adjust your bars. Now this top divider here separates the modular inserts left to right, but the problem we had with that is it impeded the clothes bar. So this notch actually in the center here allows the bar to come up and through the divider. So as far as adjustability goes, here's our other hanging clothes section. This one you can also move the bars however you'd like. These are just mechanically fastened bars. You just have to pull a little piece off the side. So looking at the inserts here, this is what one of the modular inserts looked like outside of the case. So these are built out of 1/2 inch white marine grade plastic. They feature 6 handles per side. These are just routed in. These top side handles right here help with removing the insert in and out of the case. And these the middle ones here help with lifting. So this does have a 3/8 inch clear Lexan top. So the hanging bars that we're using in these are 1¼ inch diameter aluminum pipes. They also feature end caps in there so that when you take them out, there aren't any sharp edges. So this insert is designed to be moved by one person, brought into the case and loaded in. And then also, if you would like to use these as a standalone display here, you can. So if you want to load the case with the modulars and then bring this into a trade show booth and then take these modular inserts out, they're designed to be freestanding units as well, which just add to the functionality of the case. So looking down here, as far as storage goes, they wanted to add a little bit of, I'm looking for a better word, but the only thing that's coming to mind is pizzazz. So they added a black crushed glass sparkle laminate on these bottom drawers. Now the exterior of the cases are regular ABS plastic, but these bottom drawers are this crushed glass sparkle laminate, which I think looks really cool. Even with just our regular LED shop lights that we have, you can really see that the light definitely catches all the little facets of these sparkles. When we had the garage doors open with daylight, they looked really, really cool. So let's take a look at the last drawer here. Now, this drawer is designed to hold the team's personal items during the show. So it features a key lock right here. And then if we open this up, it has our DSK-AC modules. Now, if you'd like to know a little bit more about these, there is a link in the description below that shows this. So this is a product that we make that is designed specifically for our install applications. So these will accept a standard Decora product. So that can either be a light switch, for example, or any plethora of charging or power outlets. So in this particular configuration, on the right-hand side, the gray outlet are 4 USB-As, which are specifically for charging. And then on the right-hand side, it is a double AC outlet with USB-Cs. So the idea of this drawer here is people who are exhibiting at the show can charge their phones or tablets or anything, and they can put their purses or any, personal effects in here. Now, all of our drawers are built out of 1/2-inch Baltic birch, and they're all outfitted with heavy-duty Accuride drawer glides. So these drawers can take a great amount of weight, and they last a very, very long time. We have been using the same model of Accuride drawer glides since the 80s. So because this is LM, we always lean pretty heavy on tech here. We are including 2 50-inch Sony LED monitors that are mounted on retractable boards that flip up. So these monitors are pre-wired and they're installed in the case. So these are supported by gas springs here. And then they have a separate T-pin as a safety mechanism to keep these open. So if you've got a bunch of people at a show, there's no risk of the TVs falling. So we weighted the springs in a way that the monitors, even though you're lifting them well above your head at 5'4", these are well above my head. The gas springs assist with both opening and closing, and then they also aid in keeping these open during the show. So the video system of this case is controlled on the back via an HDMI matrix. Now, what this particular box does is it allows you to have 4 independent inputs and 4 independent outputs of the system. So input signal for the system is addressed by this box right here. This features a USB outlet, which is directly connected to the monitor above. So if you're running a photo slideshow or anything like that, all you have to do is plug your USB stick in here right on the back of the monitor. You don't have to have any cables or anything going to the monitor itself. It can all be addressed right here. Now, the other thing that you notice on here is an HDMI jack. Now, that's called input 1. And input 1 is addressed on our HDMI matrix right here. And then the benefit of having this matrix is if you are feeding video signals to the monitor, if you want to have the same signal show up on both monitors for digital signage, for example, if you have your company name up there and that's all the monitors are displaying during the show, this particular unit will allow you to do that. The idea with these back boxes here, so this I/O panel here mirrors one on the other side of the case, is if you are having a laptop or some other media device driving signal to the booth, you can plug it in back here. There's a courtesy outlet, and then all of your connections can hide behind the case so that the clientele within your trade show booth doesn't see any of the tech. So speaking of tech, power for the case is handled by a retractable 30-foot cable reel. So this case has its extension cord built in. So all you have to do is grab a spring-loaded cord out of the case, pull it out, and plug it in. And that powers both sides of the case with one outlet. So a visually striking piece of this particular case is the lighting. So we have 2 different sets of lights. On the top of the case here, we have recessed well lighting. These are heavy-duty stainless LED lights that are recessed into the top of the case that are on both sides. Now, these lights are independently controlled via a switch on the front of the case. And the idea here is if you're doing a show that has pipe and drape as a background, you can light your signage and the back of the pipe and drape to draw more attention to your booth. Now, the monitors are mounted on 3/4-inch Baltic birch that is covered in white texture coating. The uplights on the back also accentuate the monitors, So if you wanted to put signage on the back there, that gave you another option to do that. So in regards to LED lighting on this case, these are commercial grade LED wash fixtures. They feature remotes, so you can change the colors to say red or green or blue. So we have them in white. You can change these so they do different things. They have smooth fade options. You can change them into a variety of different colors. They work nice. I mean, I would say that most people are probably going to be using them in white, but alas, you do have the option to change the colors. So if you have any questions, you can email me direct, billy@lmcases.com. If you'd like to see the full description of this case, we do have a web link below that shows still pictures and just a brief description that goes into a little bit more detail on dimensions and build on our website. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you have any questions, like I said, you can email me direct. Check us out online, lmcases.com. Thanks so much for stopping by.